Welcome back to the Vintage Firearm series. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this particular gun, which is not unusual, but something we've never talked about before is the gauge that it's in. This company, many of you will not have heard of, but they were one of the biggest back in the turn of the century, and I mean the 1900s, late 1800s, early 1900s. It's called Iver Johnson Arms and Bicycle Company. But wait. You think that's odd? They did more. They made motorcycles too. You see, back in that time, companies could do lots of different things and expand out of their facilities. If they had a more facility capability than what they were doing, they would just step into another field. Now, Iver Johnson came up as a gunsmith. And when he moved to this country, of course, he just started working for somebody else, but then he switched right on over into his own company and did very well. Now, the gun I have before me is not a complicated gun. It's not a gun that some rich hunter would do or anything. This is a farmer's gun, okay? That's what this was. But this gun, I don't even know if it ever had any patents on it or anything, because it had been designed probably in the late 1800s. And when I say late, I'm talking maybe 1860 or something. It's not even late. So it's a very simple gun. And almost every gun manufacturer made one like it, because that was your entry level. That was to get people known about your brand. They would be aware of it. You just break open the action like this. This one is extremely tight in a very good way. And it's got everything you need, an extractor. To fire it, of course, you'd pull the trigger back. That's a heavy deal on this one, in case you can't see that from where you're sitting. It's got a powerful spring on it. When you release it, it wants to get out of your hands. The wood on it is worn, but it was of good quality. I'm not even sure how much this was ever used. So somewhere close to this, they were making bicycles and motorcycles. That's pretty wild, huh? Now, that company was turning over millions of dollars a year back in the time when people were making $1 a day. Just put that into relationship. Your average guy made $1 a day, but this company was so big, it was making millions. And that's a good thing, because it created a lot of jobs. And you had guns like this that helped people on the farm or any other situation where they just needed a single shot. I mean, if you're not rich, you should be able to afford something, and this is it. I mean, not everybody could afford an L.C. Smith or a Parker or a Fox. Just wasn't possible, you know. So this was a gun that could be sold for very little money. Let's see what it says on it. It says 28 gauge. That's what I was alluding to before. It says it's choked too. Okay, let's see what we have here. Going to be down here in the end somewhere. 28 gauge is very interesting. Oh, that's for the, hang on a second. Okay. It's between, it's all, they would call it a full. A lot of companies, you know, like I said before many times, not all companies agree on what a full is. This would be in the loose range of a full choke. It would have to be almost, because it's a 410. It's a tiny little shot. We're going to get into that in a little bit. I'm going to show you what it is and compare it to a 12. Maybe we'll sit right side by side with it and kind of give you an idea. These guns are very hard to find. And if you go out to buy, say for instance, you want to buy a double side by side that's in 28 gauge, I can assure you, you're going to pay a lot for that. and it's not going to be the quality of a Parker or anything like that, or Fox. So when you go out and pay and look for a 28 gauge, you're really going to get, I don't want to say taken to the cleaners, but you're going to have to pay quite a bit, you know, well over $2,000. So when you're walking through your gun store that's right around the corner, or maybe it's a pawn shop, keep an eye out. Go look at their single shot guns, because sometimes you just might find something in there by a known maker that's of high quality. Now, I have to be honest with you. If it had been 12, 16, or 20, that would have been very inexpensive to purchase. This costs more, at least double. I had to pay double, and I really wasn't excited about paying double, but I knew that I wouldn't see another one. And so I did pay it. We talked about it, negotiated a little. I couldn't negotiate much. I ended up paying $375 out the door, which is a lot of money, and I'm not denying that, but I wanted it. So, and where am I going to find another 28 gauge in a single shot? They're just not out there. It's like the guy who had the store. He says, I've been in the business 40 years and I've never seen another one. He says, I don't care if I sell it. He says, I've got one now. He had a good personality. I liked him. So anyways, let's kind of go outside and check this out. It's Iver Johnson on the end plate. It looks like he's got an owl. I'm not sure what the owl stood for. Maybe he watched over you as you were walking through the woods at night. I don't know. It seems to be in really good condition. I checked it out at the shop, and we are going to get a chance to shoot it. Oh yeah, thing is like brand new. You know, sometimes you wonder, you know, you see the outsides and they get a little scuffed up and stuff. And like this thing here is, he thought that somebody had climbed over a wire fence. I thought it might be a crack when I first looked at it, and that would have been ugly because it kind of like almost made a circle there. But he thought it was a wire fence, and I suspect he's right. So I think we're all ready to go out and have a little fun. They called this model a Champion, and it was made in Pittsburgh, Mass, USA. So it's quite the gun. It's a simple gun, but I would say extremely well made from what I can see. So we're going to go out and give it a run. And let's go outside and go shoot some cans or something. We'll find something simple to shoot. Bye-bye for the moment. Okay, so here we go. We're outside, and we're going to throw in our 28 gauge. Tiny, huh? A little unrelated information in a sense is that it takes the same firing cap as a 12 gauge. I think I'll show you a 12 gauge and compare it right next to it when I get back in there. That'd be cool. Okay, so this is a little stiff when you first put it in. Probably needs to be lubed a little bit. You really should lube the gun whenever you just get one. I just bought this one yesterday, so anyways, I've got a little pyramid down there of that cans. You think they're going to stay there? Not if this gun works. Oops. You know what? I did it again. Look at this. You got to cock these. I'm not used to that. Bye-bye. Oh, the extractor works good. Okay, let's get the blue can to the right there, of course. Oh, again, I gotta cock it. I flinched. 410. Who needs it? 28 gauge. 28 gauge is still cheap. Depends where you buy it. You can still buy it at Walmart, as you can 410, but right now, you know, lately it's been hard to get 410 at Walmart. 28 gauge has been sitting on the shelf for months. I'm thinking, in fact, there's the associate where I bought this gun. He said, yeah, it's all got dust on it over there. Okay, I'm going to get those 3 cans sitting by the rocks. Again, I'm flinching. Do that. Just because I'm not used to this gun. Okay, which one are we going to hit now? We got that one can, the square one in the back there. It's like a gallon can of thinner. Should we reach out and touch that one? Again, I'm not going to forget. Remember. So you can see it starts to get its distance at a certain point. But other than that, you've still got the original finish on here. Like I say, I think it's from about 1945, thereabouts. Right in there. It's much easier to read here on the outside. It's not like it's worn off, I don't think. I think what it is, it just wasn't a strong imprinting. Champion Iver Johnson's Arms and Cycle Works. Wonder why they didn't put down motorcycles. It would have been kind of cool. And most of the bluing is still on it. We got a little wear piece going right up here on the side. Just must be where it was set. Now, I don't know what this means. Maybe somebody will tell me what this means. First part of it, obviously, I know. 28 gauge choke bore barrel in lug force cone in one. Anybody want to explain that? Teach me something? The last part. Oh, forged. I read it wrong. My old eyes. Okay. Choke bore barrel. We know what that is. In lug forced in one. In lug forced. Interesting. Okay. Let's go back inside and we'll show you 28 and a 12 and also show you the primers in them. Okay? I think that's kind of interesting. Same primer. Okay? Take it easy. Bye-bye. Okay, so I don't know whether I'm going to be... Oh, I was wondering where that was. 28 gauge, I thought I would reload them. And I couldn't find the fourth one. I still had it chambered. That's kind of foolish of me, huh? Okay, so it's got a knot in it. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a 12 gauge snake into a 28 gauge. But you know what? It's the one I've got. So I'm going to do it. So we'll keep on. We've got to clean our guns. Here we go. Can I do it? Especially down the choke side. Nope, it ain't gonna go. So that's my limitation. In case you ever knew what, I mean, I could pull it through maybe, but I might break it. So I don't want to do that. Let me see where the others are. Well, I guess we'll just clean it later. I might run out to Walmart. No, I'm not sponsored by Walmart. Everyone, as soon as you mention a name, everyone, I shop there. I get certain ammo there. I get certain things there because it might be less than, and more available. Where I bought this gun yesterday, they didn't have any 28 gauge, but I'd seen it at Walmart, so I was pretty sure I could still get it there. And fact is, I'll probably go buy some more there. Why they have it, because once they sell it out, they may not have it for 3 years. But it's been sitting there for at least a year or something. So that's probably why they won't stock it again. But in any case, I wanted to show you the difference between 12 gauge and 28. I think coming up, I'm going to do a series of showing all the different size guns and how effective they can be or not, such as the case may be. I may blow up my target. You know that target I say I shoot with shotguns sometimes that I shouldn't? Well, I probably will. I may have to rebuild it afterwards. You have to come by and see how badly I do. Because if I start out with, a 410 and then go to 28 and then go to 16 and then go to 20 and then go to 12. I'd like to go to 10, and I've got a 10, but I don't have any ammo for it. And I don't know where to get it. I've been inquiring all over and I have not been successful. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I know I have, and I thank you very much. If you're still here, hanging here at the end, please go and see me over at Rumble. We have extra videos over on Rumble that we don't have here if you're on YouTube. And then and sub me when you're over on Rumble. It's a good format. They also, if you're watching on your phone, I recommend that you download their app. It's a better program when you download their app. In any case, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And, at the present time, we have about, I'm going to guess, well over a dozen extra videos, maybe more, over at Rumble, and I expect we're going to get more coming up. In any case, this video probably went up on Rumble several weeks ago, so that would be an idea. And all videos will not go to YouTube because I have to think about whether or not they're going to break YouTube standards. I don't want to get in any trouble with them. I'm trying to work with them as best I can until they take down all gun videos. Take it easy. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And I will see you on Rumble. Bye-bye.